round two results: 125-pound weight division, 165. Bout number 165. Justin Arredondo from Buchanan High School, 5 minutes, 51 seconds. 125-pound weight division, bout number 164. Kevin Dunn from Royal High School, winner by decision, 7-3.
There's a Centennial kid on number 186 too.
125-pound weight division, bout number 168. Robert Martino from Exeter High School, winner by major decision, 15-5. 125-pound weight division, bout number 171. Bout number 171, Caleb Gallatin from Quidville High School. Caleb Gallatin from Quidville High School, winner by technical fall in 4 minutes, 41 seconds. 125-pound weight division, bout number 172, Alberto for fall in 4 minutes, 58 seconds. 125-pound weight division, bout number 173. Josh Santos.
Seth Hicks loses 8-6. Seth Hicks loses 8-6.
Boris Lavashkov, 2. Bout number 181, Sean Loren.
That's mat 9, Johnson and Miller. And on coming to mat 2 of number 35, AJ Corbett. For mat 5, it's Vinny Pisani, El Molina, John Clovis. Mat 5, Pisani and Thomas.
Championship round 2 results for Janae High School. Bout number 190.
Jonathan Cruz wins 6-2. Jonathan Cruz winning 6-2.
Championship results at 135 pounds, bout number 201. Championship results at 140 pounds, bout number 210. Mike Matson, winner by technical ball, 5 minutes 13 seconds. Then 6-4. Championship results at 140 pounds, bout number 214. Randall Ross, winner by Paul, 5 minutes 11. Championship results at 140 pounds, bout number 216. Billy Goldberg, Sultana, winner by Paul, 1 minute 13 seconds. Championship results at 140 pounds, bout number 217. Frankie Flores, winner by technical ball, 1 minute 32 seconds.
Come on, try it. Around the waist. Come up, lift it. Come up your feet, lift it. Lift it. Good, lift it.
Alfonso Solorio, Temesco Canyon, Matthew Martinez, Watsonville, mat 8.
Championship results at 140 pounds, bout number 220. Jeff Doss, winner by Paul, 3 minutes 37 seconds. Championship results at 140 pounds, bout number 222. Stephen Del Fuente, winner by Paul, 1 minute 26 seconds.
On deck, 145 pounds, Jared Brookshire, Sultana, Angelo Green, Mount Diablo, mat 6. Brookshire and Green, mat 6. And Garrett Barola, North Torrance, Ernest Tom, Washington, mat 4. On deck, Barola and Tom, mat 4.
Championship results at 140 pounds, bout number 215. Jake Walker of Freedom, winner by decision 8-3.
£145, Colton Christensen, Liberty, Max Baker, Elk Grove, mat 8. Christensen and Baker, mat 8.
Falls of Hesperia, winner by
Anthony
decision,
Box
11-4.
wins 10-1. 10.
100.
Matthew Martinez of Watsonville, seconds. Championship results at 140 pounds. Round number 223. Colin Mountain and James Logan. Winner by decision 8-2.
Starting 152 pounds with Mitch Benrod, Bellarmine, Brian Eskew, Kingsburg, Mount 4.
Championship results at 145 pounds. Round number 227. Mitch Morales and Terrell Union. Winner by decision.
Macy's gift card. Head up right now to the Macy's Russell Athletic Push-Up Challenge at the Macy's booth, located on the West Concourse. That's above section 104. Macy's Pure and Shorts outfit.
Championship results at 145 pounds. Round number 225. Calvin Miller McComas. Winner by main decision 11-2. Results at 145. Round number 229. Joseph Harris Selma. Winner by decision 13-6.
152, James Smith and Shockler, Nevada Union, Mount 4. Syed and Shockler, Mount 4.
Championship results at 145 pounds. Round number 231. Amos Little and Mount
8. Ethan and Abed, Mount 8.
Championship results at 145 pounds. Round number 230. Austin Mason Powell. Winner by major decision 9-1. Also results at 145 pounds. Round number 238. Mitch Harris. Championship results at 145 pounds. Round number 233. Jared Barolo at 1 points. Winner by decision 8-2. And the championship wrestlers weight class 171 and 180.
£152, Isaiah Jimenez, Michael Kent, Becca Hill, Matt 10. Jimenez and Kent, Matt 10.
Championship results at 152 pounds. Round number 244. The South Side of Santa Monica. Winner by fall. 2 minutes and 54 seconds.
Montana, Mount 10. French and Rose, Mount 10. On deck, 160 pounds. Robert Hart, El Dorado, Jason Welch, Las Lomas, Mount 9. Hart and returning champion Welch, Mount 9. Shaver and dance, mat 2. On deck, Eric Smith Buchanan. Sean Michael Folsom, mat 8. Smith and Michael, mat 8.
Work up, forward, forward, forward. Use turn, use turn. Big cut lace tough. Come on, 30 seconds. Get your boy, Brad. Get your boy. Go. Get your boy. Reach your hips away.
By decision with a score of 6-2. Bout number 259, Seth Brink from Vista High School, winner by decision 5-2. Bout number 260, Craig West from Buchanan High School, winner by major decision with a score of 13-2. Bout number 261, Matt Bruno from Sun Valley High School, winner by major decision 14-2. Bout numbers 262, Carlos Acosta from Merced High School, winner by decision 13-7.
On deck, 171, Nick Pappas, Sonoma. Todd Noel, Rigetti, mat 8. Pappas and Noel, mat 8.
Attention wrestlers, championship round 2 matches. We beat the 215-pound weight division wrestlers and the 285-pound weight division wrestlers. Report to the staging area for your championship round 2 matches. This is your first call for the 215-pound weight division and the 285-pound weight division. Championship round number 2. Wrestlers, please report to the staging area immediately.
On deck at 171 pounds, Dustin Allison, Maduro, Peter Kelly, Granada, mat 7. Allison and Kelly, mat 7. On deck, 189 pounds, Alexander Neve, Galileo. Tyler Garcia, Irvine, mat 4. Daniel Garcia, mat 4.
Drop his head. Head level. Up. Right there, Mike. Back, inside, inside. Inside, elbow through. Right elbow through.
Need a wrestler to report to the staging area for 100 Nick Bika from De La Salle High School. This is your third call. Please report to the staging area. Nick Bika from De La Salle High School. Third call. Please report to the staging area.
On deck, 189, Todd Whiteman, Del Oro, Stephen Faulkner, Dorsey, mat 3, Riley Littlemore, mat 3.
Number 71-pound weight division, bout number 278. Keelan Brad from Lutheran High School. Winner by decision 5-0. Bout number 279, John Morris from Anderson High School. Winner by technical fall in 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Bout number 280. Number 71-pound weight division. Bout number 282, Sina Sakine from El Dorado High School, winner by decision. Hunter Collins from Gilroy High School, winner by major decision for a score of 16-4. Attention wrestlers, we need a wrestler to report to the staging area at 215 pounds. To report to the staging area immediately.
On deck, Riley Dewar, Montgomery, representing Shelton Office, mat 2. Coming to mat 1, Abel Ruiz, Selma, Aaron Newman, San Clemente, mat 1. On deck on 9, John Hall,
Hall from Granada High School, winner by decision 17-4. Bout number 284, Rico Altamirano from Tokay High School, winner by fall in 1 minute 24 seconds. Bout number 285, Jake Merritt from Temecula Valley High School.
on deck 189, Eric Ness of Monterey, Ryan Smith, Temecula Valley, mat 7. Essence, mat 7. On deck 189, Justin Correa, Hesperia, Neptuna, ASL, mat 6. Correa and Neptuna, mat 6. Starting 215 pounds, John Fernandez. Evan McBride, captivating, mat 4. Hernandez and McBride.
Championship round 2 results for number 71-pound weight division, bout number 286, Louis Bland from Central Catholic High School, winner by fall in 5 minutes 59 seconds. Bout number 287, Ryan Miller from Granite Bay High School, winner by decision. Isaias Costello from John Paul High School, winner by decision with a score of 93.
Marcus
Rudy Birchke of Oakdale High School, winner
beating
by
Michael Little of Alhambra, 5-4.
decision with a score of 4.
Wrestling on mat 8, Andrew.
Results of the championship round two matches. 189-pound weight division 4. Cody Wilcox from Tulsa High School 06. Roy Bowden from Mount Diablo High School is a winner by fall in 3 minutes 30 seconds. Bout number 308, Jose Perez.
Heavyweights going.
Received a warning for misconduct.
On deck, John Thurston Ferndale, Ryan Weaver Esperia, mat 10. Jacob Sullivan, Selma, Brandon Hamilton, Elton Road, mat 7. Sullivan and Hamilton, mat 7. On deck, Alcanga, Overfeld.
This is the first call to the Sweden area. Please report to the Sweden area immediately. Again, wrestlers, competition for number 1 is from 140 pound weight division, and the current last
Consolation round results for 160-pound weight division, bout number 676. Tony Barnett from Cape High School is a winner by decision with a score 5-1.
On deck, 103 pounds. Taylor Louie, West Covina, Jake Briggs, Bella Vista, and at heavyweight, Trent Smith, Renton Buena Vista, Dominic Gallus, Central Catholic, mat 4. Smith.
Consolation round results for 171-pound weight division, bout number 681, Dominic Reyes, bout number 684, Sergio Villasenor from Wenatchee High School is a winner by decision 5-1. Bout number 687, Eric Smith from Buchanan High School is a winner by decision 15-4. Bout number 685, Travis Brown from Poway High School is a winner by decision 9-1.
On deck, 103 pounds. Gilberto Camacho.
Attention wrestlers. This is a first call for the 119-pound division, championship round of 3 wrestlers, and consolation round 2 wrestlers. For 119 pounds, Bout number 707, heavyweight division, Casey Cohen from Wilson High School is winner by decision, 5-0. Bout number 709, the heavyweight division, Alex Pinto from Wheaton High School is a winner by fall in 2 minutes 55 seconds. Attention boys and girls, next Macy's Russell Athletic Push-Up Challenge starts right now. With a special bonus today, all participants will receive a complimentary Russell Athletic Gym Push-Up Challenge.
Yeah, not a bad tournament, okay.
112 pounds, David Clayson, Liberty, Travis Brown, Ponderosa, Matt 4. Blaisheim, Brown, Matt 4. And the Nova Hubbard, Lakito, Emerson, Bakersfield, Matt.
Ladies and gentlemen, championship round 3 results in the 103-pound weight division. Bout number 337, Esteban Banas from Canyon Springs High School is a winner by fall in 3 minutes 7 seconds. Bout number 338, Jake Briggs from Bella Vista High School is a winner by decision with a score of 11-9. Bout number 339, Gilberto Camacho from Washington Union High School is being brought back from Quincy High School is a winner by
Diego Quintana, Selma 2. Quintana, Giovinco, Matt 2. And Mike Duran, Soprano. Chris Kirk, Ramona, Matt 9. Duran and Kirk, Matt 9.
Get the game, let's go.
School is a winner by decision, 9-6. Bout number 714, Jesse Delgado from Gilroy High School is a winner by decision, 12-3. Bout number 715, Steven Solis from Northwood is a winner with a fall in 2 minutes, 35 seconds. Bout number 717, Brandon Tinoco from Centennial High School is a winner by default.
Wrestlers.
Athletic gym bag. In addition, the girls will receive a $25 Macy's gift card, while the boys will win a Russell's t-shirt and shorts. So girls and boys, hurry up, get on over to the Macy's booth above section 104 for the Macy's and Russell Athletic Push-Up Challenge.
112 pounds, Stephen Fitzgerald, Clovis East, AJ Carpio, Lee Park, Matt Clark.
Good singles, Junior! Silver's a singles,
Coming to mat 10 at 112 pounds, Rick Ehrlich of College Park, mat 10. At 112, Jordan Hicks, Junior Olivia, mat 8.
Liberty High School. So winner by decision with a score of 10-4. Bout number 348. Dimmerson from Bakersfield High School is a winner by decision. Bout number 349 from Bishop Amon High School is a winner by decision, 16-11. Bout number High School is a
732, Isaac Lopez, Natomas, Kiyoshi Kawano, Gunn, mat 2, Lopez and Kawano, mat 2.
Continuing with championship round 3 results in the 112-pound weight division, bout number 351, Connor Morgan from Delaware High School is a winner by decision, 11 North Bronx High School, 4-3. Consolation round 2 results. The 112-pound weight division. Stephen Fitzgerald, Clovis East High School, bout number 722, was a winner by decision in overtime with a score 726. Dylan Morales from Connecticut 3-0. Bout number 724. Jordan Nakason from Lincoln High School was a winner by fall in 2 minutes 31 seconds. Bout number 721.
119 pounds, we have the U Cerritos, Kurt Nielsen, Shasta, mat 5. About 7:36 going to mat 5. In updates, ladies and gentlemen, in those matches between two ranked wrestlers, Jason Locke of Calvary Chapel leads 8-4, 10-4 now as we come into the third period. A lot of action going on. Today, two wrestlers ranked in the top 10 in the state. On deck, 125 pounds, about 361. Nicolo Naranjo of Gilroy. Justin Durham, Ponderosa, mat 7. Naranjo and Durham, mat 7. Ladies and gentlemen, here are updated team scores after championship round 2 and consolation round 1. Looks like we're going into overtime on mat 1. Ranked 8th in the state, Marcos Morona.
Saturday night, more and Sunday, Northern basketball action. Right on Saturday.
Well, going back to playing defense, man, I gave up a play, I gave up a backdoor, so I knew I had to make something up down on the offensive end, and I did that at the last play.
How bad did you guys need this home win?
We needed it very bad to stay in the hunt to win this conference, and right now we're down two wins and 2 losses against San Bernardino.
Talking about, the second half, you and Rick seemed to really get involved inside. Was that like the game plan coming out in the second half?
Well, it was pretty much the game plan in the first half also, but it didn't happen in the first half. So second half, we knew we had to come out with some more energy to, establish a presence inside.
What are you thinking when DeJuan takes that ball, goes for the game winner?
My eyes got wide open, so I knew I had a tip, and I got it, and fortunately we came out with a victory.
When you guys move the ball, you're really successful on offense. I mean, you came out and you started doing that. You're up 12-2, and then all of a sudden you guys just kind of stop. And then you had spurts in the rest of the first half and the second half. What's going on there? Why does it happen when you guys just kind of stagnate and things slow down for you?
It pretty much we just when we got off to a good start, we just started to relax, and that happens often in game. We let teams that shouldn't be in the first place to get a chance to win to come out with a victory. But fortunately, we came out with a victory, and a win's a win.
Talk about the next game coming up here on Saturday and quick turnaround.
We should be able to win this game. We shouldn't let this team hang in with us like this team did tonight.
You haven't got a ton of playing time this year, but Coach said, told me in practice, he's going to maybe call on you. What was going through your mind, and especially talking about hitting that big shot there toward the end?
I've been waiting for my chance to play this whole, season, trying to contribute to the team. And then Coach was telling me that he's going to call on me to be ready. And I've just been staying ready the last couple games.
How were you able to kind of slow down, not take the initial outside shot, move in, kind of get a little bit better shot, and give you guys back the lead?
Oh, yeah, it was hard because your first instinct is to shoot the 3. Everyone loves the 3, but I saw the guy was, rushing out towards me, so I gave him a pump fake, and he flew by, and I just pulled up real quick.
How about the win in general? Obviously, the last 2 times you guys played at home came away with losses, so, it wouldn't look very good if you had 3 straight losses.
Right. It's always important to have the, to protect your home court. And that's what we try to do every night we come out here, because we know we can depend on that. The road's a tough place to play, and we've played on the road a lot this year.
Talk about what this does for your conference title hopes down the line now.
Oh, yeah, it gives us a big boost, coming back from a couple tough losses. And, we just have to get back to work for our game on Saturday.
Coach, obviously that's a win you guys needed to have tonight, and the guys really stepped up for you. Went down the stretch, talk about it.
Well, down the stretch we did, and we made a couple plays, but I thought we came out to an early lead, and didn't sustain it, and we've got to take our hat off to Monterey Bay, because they're not the same team that we played, in early December, and they've showed that by the people that they've been beating and the scores, and beating Pomona and sweeping Chico and Stanislaus and losing to Sanborn by 4. Regardless of what you tell your players, sometimes the worst thing that can happen is you get out to an early lead and then you relax a little bit, and they spread you out, and they don't play very big, but they spread you out, and they got 2 or 3 guys that can really shoot it, and then the other guys drive you, and then sometimes we've got matchup issues with our size trying to guard smaller players, and so we had to go to the zone a little bit and make some adjustments, but we certainly handled the final 19 seconds okay.
Talk about those final 19 seconds.
Well, we wanted to call it time. I sometimes don't like to call timeouts in those situations, because we should, we like to have a plan with what we're going to do. But we definitely wanted to make sure that we took the last shot. We wanted to get the ball in DeJuan's hands, and so that's why we set 3 screens for him, out of bounds, and then set the high screen roll. It was actually DeJuan who called the play, and I really like players like DeJuan who are experienced to have the ball in their hands, to have a little feedback in what he wants and where he wants the ball, and what type of angle he wants to as well. So I thought he took the ball aggressively to the basket, which is what you want, to try to either go to the foul line, and then Carl did a great job rolling and following up and getting the tip. So it was pretty good execution.
It seems like in these home games, especially these close home games, it's all about ball movement. I mean, when you guys are moving the ball, you're successful. You're able to get a 12-2 lead. Rick and Carl get involved inside, and then you guys just kind of slow down and you stop moving the ball, and then the other teams have been getting back in the games.
If you can figure that out, we should be able to figure that out, Mason. No, you're exactly right. I thought we got really stagnant offensively in the latter part of the first half when our movement and our ball movement and we attacked inside, and all those things were working for us to get us our lead, and then we kind of got away from it. And some of it might have been going to the bench and our substitution patterns and those types of things, but we didn't do a very good job of maintaining that tempo and that flow. But really the problem was at the defensive end as well. We gave up 40 points in the first half with a team who scored 53 against us in an entire game. But that's part of what they do is like I said, they spread you out, and sometimes we have some matchup issues when we're playing man-to-man, and we did a better job of pressuring them when we were at Monterey Bay, and I didn't think we did a very good job of pressuring them. We didn't get out in lanes, and we didn't get out and guard the ball. And so obviously they made some plays and got back in the game and put us in a position to have to win it. And that's why we went to the zone a little bit too, and that helped us. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, for Saturday, you guys have to worry about that same type of
Yes.
offense, them spreading you out, that kind of
Yes.
thing as well.
Yeah.
Like, how do you guys, figure out combating that come Saturday?
Well, there's a number of things that that we can do. Some of it is, we can play smaller, as well, but you also want to exploit your size, and if we play with Carl and Rick at the 5 and go a little bit bigger at the 4, then we can do some things that way to get more interior offense. So, but defense has always been our bread and butter, and most of the adjustments we make will be what we need to do to match up defensively.
Feel better. Irving on the other side of the ice, probably a little weird tonight.
Yeah, it was a little different, but it's part of the business, You make friends, and they seem to move on. You'll always be friends, but on the ice, there's no friends, and, it's business as usual. All right, guys. Thank you, buddy.
All right, Kevin. Well, let's just talk about tonight. Obviously, they scored early real quick. You guys come back and just with a flurry. Just talk about that way.
Well, we knew they were going to come out hard, and when you play your old team, there's a lot of motivation in that room, and they're a good hockey team. They scored early on us, and then we just got going and got a few breaks and got some goals, and they sort of slowed their momentum down.
You talk about playing with him tonight and what he brings to the table.
Oh, he's a great offensive threat. It makes it easy because now, on the power play, they got to either take Venny, myself, Kimmer. Lucy's got 17, 18 goals now, and there's just so many more options out there, and he slows the game down, and great player. I'm glad to have him.
as far as you become a points machine there. What's going on?
Something in the water in Bakersfield. I don't know. It's great. I mean, I'm playing with great players, and we're playing a system. Everybody seems to be on the same page, and when that happens, then it seems like an easy game out there.
Is it sometimes when you get on a hot streak like this, does it seem like the game comes to you, and when it's a bad streak, the game gets away from you? Or?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's a lot of breaks. Like pucks are coming right to me, and I'm in the right spot, and Venny makes a great play for my goal tonight, and it's everybody out there, and it's good to see. We battled the last couple of years here with injuries, and and it's good to see that the tide's sort of changing and that we're getting some breaks, and we're playing good hockey right now.
Games like this make you feel younger?
Oh yeah, obviously, yeah. It's a lot of fun right now. Hockey's good times.
You're going to Stockton now. Crucial game for you guys.
Yeah, we got a big weekend. We got two at Stockton and then one with Fresno, and they're teams that are ahead of us. So we got to battle, and two of them are on the road. We've had good success on the road, and we're going to go up there and just play simple hockey and see what happens.
No better time when you are playing good hockey. I mean, this is when you want to play them, don't you?
Well, exactly. I mean, and everything looks good when you win, and you're beating Utah 7-2 or whatever. But we got a really good test for us this weekend, and see where we're at right now at this time of the year.
A couple familiar faces in green sweaters tonight. What was that like?
It was weird. I mean, Irv's worked hard and finished a lot of checks and was trying to get everybody to go tonight. But Tommy played his game. He's simple and keeps it really easy and works hard. And I got the opportunity to bump Tommy a couple times, but Irv's was just he was on a mission out there tonight. He was all over the place.
He seemed pretty happy with that goal of his.
Yeah, he was, and rightfully so. He's a great player. He's great in his dressing room, and unfortunately. It's part of the business, and they're two good guys over there in that room, and they'll help that team out.
And this might be a tough question to answer at this early juncture. When you got guys like Liebel and Kim in this room, how does this team change in dynamics?
I don't think we've changed at all. We added a little skill and a lot of speed to our team, and I just think that everybody buys into the program that Marty puts out, and there's a lot of success. We're keeping it very simple. We get the puck, move the puck. Everybody's skating hard, working hard. Short shifts, staying disciplined, and playing for each other, and it looks good.
Hi, Kevin.
Yeah, all right.
Hey, Ray, I just want to talk about that exchange, in the third period with Joel. Just showing him that, hey, man, you can't do that.
Well, it was just one of those things. He was yapping all game, so I just wanted to let him know that that's not going to be tolerated. I know that he probably didn't mean as much as he was saying, but still, the guys are chirping right now, so sorry. But just like Joel was out there, but just want to get in his face and let him know that we're not backing down, but just to tone it down a bit.
What was the conversation like? I saw you guys drawing a little bit. Give us an idea of what was going on there.
It was just bickering back and forth. He was throwing out a chirp, I was throwing out a chirp, a couple expletives out there, but it was it's part of hockey, and you just have to know. You just have to let the other team know that you're not going to take any crap, and he was doing the same thing, I'm sure.
As players, did you know he was going to come out like that? Probably, a little bit of fire there.
Yeah, anytime you get traded and you play against your former team, you're always going to come out with a little bit of grit and determination. So we knew he was going to come pretty hard. I wasn't expecting the chirping as much as he did, but I was expecting him to come out and have a good game, and got a goal. So I'm sure he's pretty happy about the way he played. Maybe not about the overall team's performance, but the way he played, he did a job. So.
Big weekend. Two is Stockton back here against Fresno. Talk about those 3 games.
Yeah, well, 2 teams that we're trying to catch in the standings. So we just have to go out there, battle hard, and keep it simple on the road, and capitalize on opportunities. They're 2 very good teams. Fresno's on a hot streak. Stockton's been good all year and consistent. So we just have to go out, work hard, and play how we've been playing.
One observation of Alex, real quick. Alex Kim, your quick observation of seeing him on the ice.
Kim, he's a good hockey player. He's going to help this team. I actually had the pleasure of playing with him last year in the playoffs in the first round with Milwaukee up in the AHL, and he was my roommate. So I kind of knew him a bit before he got traded here, and he's a good guy, and he works hard, and he's going to help our team. As you can see on the power play, I think he quarterbacked 3 of our power play goals. So he's going to help our team, and specialty teams and playoffs is going to be key. So hopefully continue going at the clip he's on.
Thanks a lot, Range.
Thank you.
My boss is of the same gender, so
the same thing.
Marty, obviously, a great effort by the guys tonight. You fall down 1 goal and then come back like that. Just talk about the way they play as a whole, and also Alex Kim, his first game as well.
I thought, we played some great games this year, but that certainly was one of them. Everything was flowing well for us. Good passing, we played good defense, we tracked hard, we back checked well, and we were great on special units. So Hodgson was great in net. So I mean, everything clicked together tonight. It was fun to watch, and I think you can't ask for anything better.
With Kim himself, his first game, is everything as advertised?
Well, I've heard all sorts of things, and I've talked to him, and I've heard the word, he was selfish, he was underachiever. I mean, he certainly doesn't look like an underachiever to me. He looks like he's an American Hockey League player, and maybe had some problems in the past, but I think if he can adapt to our team, we're certainly a big benefit. And tonight he proved that he certainly can be a great asset to this hockey team to go to the next level. And even Tyler Leibel tonight, I thought played with some emotion and played hard, and that's what his team needs.
It sounds like, talking to the guys, St. Jacques and those guys, Van Dam, they raved about him. He goes, oh, he's got his head up. This guy, commandeered 3 of the power play goals. I mean, it seems like they can't have nothing but great things to say about him.
You look at some of the best players in the NHL, and not everybody is able to stick out with their head up, and he does it. So and that's a big asset on the power play, to be able to see the play and great hands. So he gives us another weapon on the power play. And with our team, with our speed now, if you're going to take some penalties against us, now we can punish other teams, and that's certainly the way the new rules are supposed to work. And they work for us. We'll be happy with that.
With Joe, obviously, he was trying to get into some of the players' skin tonight. Obviously, he's put a lot of motion, but talk about your players when they kept held in check.
Well, Joe is part of their team, and he's going to do what he has to do to make this team win, and I'm okay with that. And just like our guys, are going to do what they have to do. So, it's part of the game. He might as well play hard every night, and he'll be successful. And that's what I can't really comment on what he does. But our team, I think that we kept her cool, and we played a physical game, a tough game, but we were not stupid, and that's all we ask of our players.
So a 5-goal win over Utah, but now 3 huge games. I mean, you got 2 at Stockton, 1 at Fresno. I don't know how much you make of a series with, in January, but at the same time, your thoughts on these 3?
Well, it's going to be a tough 3 days. We played the best 2 teams probably in the league, or, our division is probably the best team in the league, and these 2 teams, Fresno and Stockton, are great hockey teams. So it's a good test, and, we're on the road for the first 2, and we got to certainly go out and split and then come back home and do a good job against Fresno. So it's not going to be easy, but again, if we play like tonight, a good thing's going to happen.
You guys learn anything from that road trip in Idaho? Maybe you want on this road trip at all?
I think it's a different story now. I think we guys know that it's business, and when we go on a road trip like that, it's let's go out and get some points, and let's do what we have to do. We leave early. We leave on Thursday, so we take it seriously.
You haven't seen Stockton in a while. What about them?
I've talked to coaches that scouted them. They're a defensive team. They wait for their opportunities, and we're right now we're kind of an offensive team that plays pretty good defense. So it's going to be a good matchup. Goaltending is going to really be important. They have Dominic, and we got Hodgson, so it should be a good matchup.
Speaking of offense, what's gotten into those old legs of St. Jacques? I mean, a couple 5-point games. What's going on?
Yeah, he's probably going to be advertised for Player of the Week right now with 10 points in 2 games. But he's skating well. He's playing well. He's having fun, and that's what your veterans should be doing for you.
Thanks a lot, Mark.
Good. Thanks for sharing.